Welcome back to west of Loathing into Fort Treason, where apparently they've been bombarding civilians. Who can say why? I guess we'll find out, maybe. Looks like everyone's cleared out. I wonder why. Well, if you want to look around and try and figure it out, I haven't got any pressing appointments. Left in the middle of dinner. Pick over the leavings. Jellied escargot. Ugh. The lock on this footlocker is rusted away to almost nothing. Kick it open. Chest full of medals. Nothing commands quite as much respect as a whole bunch of military medals people think you earned. This item goes on your lapel. +9 moxie. That's pretty good. Well, it's funny because I just switched this, but there we go. Stolen Valor, whatever. Lock in the foot. Private Lemon's Diary. This is an immaculately cared for standard army issue diary labeled Private Lemon. It's private in 2 ways. Read it. Private Lemon's diary is pretty dry and not very interesting. Just a list of day-to-day duties of a straight-laced soldier up in the hills without anything to fight. Toward the end, though, it starts to mention their commanding officer, Captain Simon, becoming increasingly agitated and convinced that a nearby ranch was being used as a spy outpost. Lemon doesn't sound convinced, but as one annoyingly vague entry puts it, orders are orders. The last few entries have to do with descent in the ranks and the possibility of mutiny, the thought of which Lemon abhors. The rest of the pages are blank. Alright, I guess I'll open these. Private Mathau's diary. Key to P.O. Box 114. Hardtack, incendiary bullet. Artillery targeting flare. Hardtack, silver bullet, military grade whiskey. Okay, I'm guessing that's probably used in conjunction with my cannonball. Possibly, maybe. And then Private Mathau's diary. A battered and dog-eared army issue diary. The cover says Private Mathau, barely legible in a collage of gravy stains. Gross. Most of Private Mathau's diary is empty pages, ink splotches, and latrine duty again, blah blah blah. Near the end, though, you start to see notes about the fort's commanding officer, Captain Simon, going off the deep end. As Mathau puts it, being stuck out here in the middle of nowhere doing nothing is driving the captain freaking bug nuts. The captain eventually decided that a nearby ranch occupied by a solitary woman and her book collection was actually an enemy spy outpost. Mathau felt compelled to warn the woman, but was too worried about getting court-martialed to give her any specific details of the looming threat. In an attempt to prevent an imminent cannon bombardment of the ranch, Mathau stole some ballistic charts and hid them in a post office box during a shore leave in Dirtwater. This place doesn't have any damn shore, he comments. What the hell? Unfortunately, the cannons had already been calibrated, and when Mathau returned to the camp, he discovered the shelling had already begun. In his last entry, he declares his intention to start a mutiny, but the diary ends there with no conclusion to the story. Alright, so what I'm getting from this is that it's indirectly telling us that we should go get the charts out of the P.O. box, target with the cannon, and blow up the basement, the cellar of that place so that we can get into it. These doors are backwards. This must have been where they stored all of the fire. Alright, maybe I should just go to Dirtwater then. I don't know if we've picked up any other keys and I've forgotten. I guess we'll find out. You find P.O. Box 114, for which you found the key at Fort Treason. You open the box, it's empty except for a single sheet of cardstock with columns of numbers on it in tiny print. Fort trees and ballistics chart. Okay. This is a chart for army guys that explains how more effectively destroy things from a distance. Full of details on the precision firing of the deadly Culverian artillery cannon. You know what? I bet that cannon could blow the vault door at Alexandria Ranch open if you could figure out a way to target it. Good idea. Alright, let's go to the ranch. Like I said. Alright, I'm guessing I just interact with the... Place the targeting flare. Yep. As you're riding along, you randomly think about how sometimes one cowpoke will shoot another cowpoke's feet. Oh, we've done this. You look at the cannon, insert your cannonball, you peer through the rangefinder at the distant smoke of your targeting flare. You consult the ballistics chart and turn the little knobs and cranks and stuff to the appropriate places. You root around in your pack and find a match. You know, this isn't... Cannons aren't really that kind of artillery, but whatever, sure. Boom, if that didn't open that vault door, then those grapes are probably sour anyway. I hope there's a pissed off librarian in the basement here. That'll be very appropriate. Books and books. Percussive maintenance. Hello? The heck? Modern snake oiler. How to cheat at poker. Gold medal silversmithing. Rich vein, poor vein. The greatest love poem ever written. Let's see. Cheating is part of the game of poker, but getting caught doing it is still disadvantageous. This book purports to turn your cheating skill into sneaky cheating. Gives you the dirty poker skill. Okay. Why not? You quickly memorize the entire book. You got a skill, dirty poker. So as to conceal the evidence of your dirty dealings, you eat the book. This book is full of tips and tricks on the ancient art of fixing machines by hitting them really hard. Gives you the percussive maintenance skill. Time to get smacking. When you're done reading it, you notice the book's spine is cracked. You try to fix it by hitting it really hard, but you end up just smashing the book to powder. Oops. How many needles do I have? I am slightly worried. Five of them. Okay, that's not a lot, but hopefully with we can make more needles with silver. So maybe we can extract more silver? Make short work of the lock and grab the book. Alright, let's get educated. The dust jacket of this book is missing, so I can't tell you who wrote it. This love poem is so good you're afraid to even read it because you might fall in love with the book. Alright. This is a copy of a popular financial advice book from a few years ago. It's rare now because of various crusades to destroy every copy of it. Quickly memorize the entire book. Perk, vainglorious. You know how to get a lot more meat out of meat veins. Unfortunately, the book was so old and crumbly that reading it once caused it to be destroyed so much for literary preservation. Well, it was worth 3,000 meat, so... And I don't really need meat anyway, so that was a little bit silly, but... Anyway, this book, written by expert jeweler Dabney Bronze, details advanced techniques in melting silver things and turning them into other silver things. Expert silversmithing. After you're finished reading it, you absentmindedly drop it in a nearby mailbox and are unable to retrieve it. Happy birthday, Mr. Postman. Okay. So let's look at our skills now. What are these things that I just got? Fix. You've learned how to hit machines in just the right place to fix pretty much whatever's wrong with them. You can fix things the easy way. And you can make extra silver bullets when crafting them. Well, that is kind of disappointing. Well, it's probably about time I leveled some things up, but we'll get there. You almost certainly get caught. You'll probably get caught. Sure, whatever. It's only 300 XP. Might get caught. Okay. I can try playing poker back in dirt water, since we have to go back there relatively soon. You know, this really is a big boost for not a lot of XP, so let me do those. I don't want to burn too much on these, but these costs are so low. Let's see. I never use this ability because it's kind of crap. Let's see. Better snakes. Venomous adult snake. Sure, let's go for it. Let's go nuts. I still don't think this is very good at level. Even if this continues to scale linearly, kind of underwhelming. Oh, this is the ability I use during the hard battles. Let me boost that up, because that's a big boost. Okay, alright, that was some good use of XP. Alright. I don't know what Jumbleneck Mine is, but that's like the last place to go other than the railroad camp. So, I guess we'll go there next time.